My wonderful Anzac biscuits, I have told you many stories, and I'm going to tell you another story. And the story is this. Getting accepted as a currency is bearish. Do you understand? Not bullish, bearish. Down arrow, bear. B-E-A-R, bear. Do you understand that? It is the end of the life cycle. This is news that came out in the middle of October. I'm telling you, if you don't get this, you're going to get wrecked. R-E-K-K-K-T, wrecked. Don't ignore this information. Roblox accepted XRP token. Roblox, you know, the cute little kids game? This is the game here, Roblox, right? Little like Lego pieces moving around. Yeah, it's just a little kids game. It's just funny how these things get popular. Roblox accepting XRP as a payment. And everyone's like, wow, bullish. No. Why am I telling you this? When this news comes out, no one pays attention. It gets like blurred in the recent news that comes out. They go, okay, there's like 6 pieces of news information today. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's move on. But why you like, subscribe, you press the belly button and you shock the algorithm for my family-friendly show is because I grabbed this piece of news and I'm like, you know, people, my friends, my peanut brains, you don't appreciate this information now. You don't see it now. You have to keep being told this lesson because this is one of the most important lessons ever. And it just gets ignored because there's too many other things going on. They go, oh, the Bitcoin price may have went up and down. Oh, recently, you know, during the middle of October, you had, the fake ETF news, etc. Oh, what's going on with the war? Those are irrelevant. Not all irrelevant, of course, but we need time to appreciate them. As I said, getting accepted as a currency is poop. When I posted this, look at this. Do you think they care? Market doesn't care. It knows, man. It knows. Future buyers, friends. Future buyers. What's bullish? Future buyers. Future buyers. Now, I'm not saying when you get accepted as a currency that you don't go up. Don't think like that. Because if you think like that, you're going to keep holding and buying and you're going to get crushed later on. So, what you have to think about is Bitcoin and store of value. I know you've heard of Bitcoin before. Have you heard of Bitcoin, friends? Bitcoin store of value. Bitcoin store of value. What is storing value? It means do not sell. That's what storing value means. It means I don't want to sell this. Why? I'm storing my value in it. Okay. What's a currency? A currency is I'm spending you. By definition, I'm dumping you. You send it to someone else, it gets dumped. You understand? That's what happens. That's the game. Once you are now a currency, you're trash. But look, doesn't mean trash. It's a success. But who is it a success for? It's a success for the super early adopters. And then it's a success for maybe people who want to prevent a purchasing power loss over a period of time. Prevent. Don't forget, very controversial. Why? Because Bitcoin still has 5-year dips. You know, and if Roca Negra scams us in the next cycle, there's going to be another scamming of the 5-year dip. You understand that? So getting accepted as a currency, that's not a call for like, oh, wow, this is amazing. It's adoption. I know, I understand. I feel you, friends. I feel you. I know it makes logical sense in your mind. You're like, wait a minute. Doesn't adoption mean currency? It means everybody wants to hold it, which everybody saves in the currency? Because that's what everybody thinks, right? You think now that you have this like XRP currency, you're like, oh, wait a minute. If it's adopted in the world, now people have a savings part because you don't spend all your savings. Unfortunately, this is not enough to prevent the mass onslaught of dumping. It's not. That's just how the game goes, okay? You got to learn the game. You're learning the game. I know you are, okay? And XRP didn't react like new buyers have come in when the news came out anyway. Because you know, it's all about the cycle, man. It's all about the cycle. Bitcoin as a store of value, that increasing the value of digital economy, which we call crypto, and just raising how high we can go, our market caps, our prices, our valuations, everything, just enhancing everything. That is what actually probably entices more people to come in and speculate on stuff. And yes, we've got to use the S word, speculate, because that's all what people are doing, right? Because we're super long duration assets. And talking about long duration assets, we're going to pump a bit of music, friends. Bizarre objects in the universe. Don't forget that, you know, because the European interest rate chart is off chops. Bang. Now, Europe, unfortunately, the European economy is not as strong as US of A. See, honestly, friends, look, there's nothing like the USA, I promise you. Go look at any economy, nothing even remotely compares. America is diverse, it's robust, make the best stuff. They got the UFO tech. there's so many things that's just so diverse. You know what I mean? But they didn't invent Pokemon, but they invented some other stuff, okay? Just, all these type of niche culture stuff, they come from other parts of the world, but it is very hard to emulate it. That's why everybody's so far behind. America, that's right. America gets a cold, it's finished for everybody. America gets sick. So here is Europe with the interest rates. This is pretty much just a bluff. I'm telling you, just if you go research, friends, Europe's economy is so wrecked. There are countries in Europe, the youth unemployment, people under 30, the youth unemployment is like 25 to 55%. Like, are you serious? Literally, you pick any person out in the street, there's like a 1 in 2 chance you don't have a job. Any person under 30. It's insane. There just aren't enough jobs. But some people also say that Europeans don't like working much as well. So let me know what you think about that one. Is it dependent on the culture? Is it everything? It's just, it is what it is. That's why European economy is not as robust as the USA, and everybody is waiting for the inevitable crack. But these things can take much longer than we expect. That's the truth. Now, when it comes to European economy, it's important because it's so fascinating how Europe doesn't have that hunger to pump GDP and innovate and do anything. Everybody in Europe just likes to chill. And it's fascinating because if you go to Europe, right? I've never actually been to Europe, but if you go to Europe, speak to Europeans, they're all like that. And it's funny, it's reflected in their data and it's reflected in their businesses. It's weird how all of this matches up. The data matches up with anecdotal evidence. And it's crazy, right? And also I want to remind you, a lot of people in the finance world have lost a lot of money by betting on Europe instead of America. So don't forget, the S&P 500 is the big daddy. That's where the big companies come. The Tesla, the Googles, the Netflixes. We're probably going to see more crypto companies arise from there too. The Coinbases, for example. They're all going to come from America. There's probably going to be a unicorn here and there somewhere else, but, don't forget it. If the trend changes, we're going to know. And these things take a very long time to change. Also, as a friendly reminder, PulseChain is real DeFi. Hear ye, hear ye. PulseChain is real DeFi, friends. That's what we're here for, okay? Because I've spoken to you about Europe and America, and now I want to share with you this, okay? Share with you, when you're looking at crypto, we don't have borders. It's literally everybody in the world with the internet. And you already know this, right? So the data says it, the stats say it, but think about it anecdotally. So my neighbor has Litecoin. Because my neighbor has Litecoin, I don't care that he's my neighbor anymore. All right, you can literally come from the Bermuda Triangle yourself. You can come from Mars. But if you tell me you're holding my bags, come straight in. You're welcome in. The fridge is open for you. Stay the night if you wish. What do you need? You need money to look after yourself. When's the last time anybody bought you a present? Let me go get you some nice cologne or perfume. That's the type of environment we have, and and you feel it because we all share these experiences together. Now, I don't know if crypto is like that because of the tech, or it's like that because of the mental illness price swings. I don't know what it's like. The most important point is the community is there and they're here for real DeFi. And we're now seeing Uniswap, fake KYC, fake DeFi Uniswap. We're seeing all this fake stuff, all these fake sign-ups. They're introducing all this stuff, adding these extra fees. It's now going to be able to be easily accessible for everyone to differentiate between real DeFi and fake DeFi. And that'll help funnel people in easier. Because, this one shocked me, friends. When I posted this is just crazy. There is literally a bull market everywhere except in crypto. Everywhere. I was just wondering, how much longer did we have to sit and watch all these scam prices? So you can see this, named Woman of the Year, win it in the UK. And I really do mean it. People thought I was joking. No, I'm serious. I'm seeing stuff out there. I'm like, man, it reminds me of Dogecoin mania, but there's no price chart for this. So if this dude had an NFT, I promise this it'd be freaking all, it would be through the moon because they're all based off exposure. And just wondering, the money printing happened and then they hike the rates and they crush us first because we're hypersensitive because people are speculating on money and we price in the information earlier. But when it comes to these other parts of society where you're like, I don't know how these things fit in, the pieces of the puzzle aren't really working. Believe it or not, friends, there is a saying. I know a lot of people haven't experienced it. A lot of these things, they actually get rinsed in a bear market, in an actual economic recession. The R word. I'm not joking. So this is actually happening in time. You go back through history, there are articles, there are many periods where some things become a fad and maybe they go too far and the pendulum swings and there's a political thing going on And the only thing that resets all of it is a hard R recession. It's freaking wild, isn't it? Because why? Everybody loses their jobs and they realize, oh my gosh, while I was worried about political stuff, I should have been worried about my debt. I should have been worried about how much money I owe the bank. I should have been worried about how, uncertain or certain my job was. Are we going to see it? Look, man, the bug eaters are in control, friends. I hope we don't see it, but we all know, man. We all know these recessions and these cycles, they come and they're going to get everybody when they need it to be working the best. So with all these types of political disconnections and there's a big gap between the rich and the poor, I do wonder how it's going to play out. But me and you know, there's only one way it really does play out. They print money, they try to artificially pump everything, and we all know how it ends. Everybody's purchasing power gets dropped. And that's what we're all hoping. We're actually in crypto to hope that people see this as a safety boat so that, our 2.5 years of going down, as I mentioned here, hopefully it starts reversing up as the market wakes up. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all friends. Tell mum and dad we do love and appreciate them. I will catch you in the next one.